Hello everyone, welcome to the Cheat Meal Draft Review Series presented by Deep Fried Draft. My name is Brian Bosarge. We're going to continue the draft reviews now with the NFC North and the Chicago Bears. And the Bears, basically General Manager Ryan Pace has made his bed with quarterback Mitchell Trubisky, and he's going to have to lay in it. Bears were scheduled to pick third. Gave up a third and fourth round pick in this year's draft and a third round pick in next year's draft to move up one spot as they bid against themselves for the most part with San Francisco and traded up to San Francisco. Let's pick at 2 and drafted Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback from North Carolina. I did have Trubisky as the top quarterback in this draft. Quarterback was a need for Chicago, so I'm not knocking that. Basically, I, like everybody else, is wondering what the hell you had to go up one spot for when San Francisco obviously wasn't going to pick Trubisky. I mean, I guess you could have been scared of some teams jumping ahead of you with San Francisco, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So, I mean, if Trubisky hits, then you don't give a crap about giving up the 3 mid-round picks that you gave. But if he doesn't, yeah, Ryan Pace, you're screwed. That's basically that. But what is there to like about Trubisky? Good arm. Accurate passer. Excelled against quality competition. What's there not to like? He started one season. That's it. In the Sun Bowl game this year, he basically almost died at the hands of Solomon Thomas, who ironically went one pick ahead of him. Went with the pick after, because that's who San Francisco was going to pick all along at 2. So, like I said, this draft, regardless of the other, and they only had 4 other picks. Regardless of any of those 4 picks hit, this is the Mitchell Trubisky draft. Trubisky is a top 10, ends up being a top 10 quarterback. You win, Chicago. If he doesn't, you lose. And it's as simple as that. In the second round, the Bears came back at pick 45 and wasn't really a position of need per se, but they draft Adam Shaheen, a tight end from Ashland, Ohio. A Division II school. He came out a year early. Shaheen is huge, 6'6", 278, but is very athletic for a man that size. Turns up, gets up the field, can high point the football. Good route runner, solid blocker. Could get better at blocking, but wasn't a big position of need for Chicago. But you're drafting, I think, Shaheen to be the starter next year, probably when you're basically Trubisky Shaheen is going to be your red zone combo going forward 2018 on. Because Mike Glennon's going to be the starter this year, but his contract, like I said, is basically a 1-year deal. I've said before, it's said 3 years, $45 million, but it's essentially a 1-year, $18 million deal that the Bears can get out of it with no substantial dead money. So without any of their mid-round picks, they end up both trading a bunch of other picks and end up with 2 4th-rounders. And the first one at pick 112, they select Alabama safety Eddie Jackson. Jackson's a top 50 pick if he doesn't break his leg midway through the 2016 football season. He's a field general out there, a team leader, good ball tracker, not excellent tackler. Like I said, if he doesn't break his leg, Jackson is not available at pick 112. At pick 119 in the 4th round, the Bears come back with just an electrifying running back, all 5'6", 179 of Tarek Cohen from North Carolina A&T. If you have a chance, go look up Tarek Cohen highlights or whatever, and this guy's I've heard him called the human joystick. I mean, this guy is hella fun to watch. I watched 4 games North Carolina A&T this year just to see Cohen, and he did not disappoint. I had him probably as a mid 5th round pick because of his size. I didn't think a team would draft a running back of that size this high, but the Bears like what they saw, and I don't blame them at all. Cohen's fun. He'll pair nicely with Jordan Howard going forward. In the 5th round, the Bears selected guard Jordan Morgan from Kutztown. Saw Morgan once. That was during Senior Bowl week. I didn't see any of his game film. Left Senior Bowl week not overly impressed. I ended up with Morgan right at 257. Bears obviously they saw more of what. Matter of fact, I think they coached him at the Senior Bowl. Now that I think about it, so that's what the connection was made there. Because that's right. They did. The Bears did coach the North team, and Morgan played on the North squad at the Senior Bowl. So yeah, that makes sense now. They saw Morgan all week. They obviously saw more out of him than what I did there. That's why they get paid the big bucks. So, but Morgan was their 5th round pick. Probably going to be a backup to Josh Sitton at left guard this year, and I guess their hope is hopefully he can, move into that lineup spot going forward after this season. Some notable undrafted players brought in. One that if the Bears use a fullback on a regular basis, they had the best fullback on my board, Freddie Stevenson. They brought him in as an undrafted player. The Bears finished with a total value grade ranked 19th in the league. Their average pick value ended up 24th in the league, with their money picks coming in at 20th. So that's going to do it for the Bears. Stay